And they don't even want you to call them illegal immigrants anymore. So in America, Trump is sending illegals to Guantanamo Bay.
Today, I'm also signing an executive order to instruct the Departments of Defense and Homeland Security to begin preparing the 30,000-person migrant facility at Guantanamo Bay. Most people don't even know about it. We have 30,000 beds in Guantanamo to detain the worst criminal illegal aliens threatening the American people.
So many illegals are now fleeing that Mexico can't cope, which is hilarious because now the left are complaining that it's unfair to ask any country to accept a massive influx of people surging across their border.
Mexico cannot cope. Not sure any country can, but Mexico can't cope with like a sudden influx of millions of people. I mean, as much as she wants to embrace them, to use her word, when they come back and make them feel welcome, it all sounds very nice when you're listening to it, but the reality of that is just completely unsustainable. A lot of these people have lived in the U.S. for decades. They have lives there. They have families. They're good standing citizens. So
yeah, and they're there illegally, aren't they? In Germany, they've just voted to block asylum seekers at the border, enact major new border controls and limit legal immigration. Germany's getting tougher. In Italy, they were deporting people to Albania. They've just restarted that. They're going to send them for processing. And their leader, Giorgia Meloni, has been very clear about telling illegal immigrants about what awaits if they try to enter her nation.
And so I want to send a clear message to those who want to enter Italy illegally. It doesn't pay to rely on human traffickers because they ask a lot of money, they put you on boats that are often not equipped to make those trips. And in any case, if you enter Italy illegally, you will be detained and repatriated. Our situation doesn't allow for anything else.
Crystal clear. And Italy now says it stopped 200,000 people from crossing the Mediterranean. France, just last week, they clamped down as well. They are making it much more difficult for illegal immigrants and asylum seekers to ever get legal status to remain.
France is tightening its policies on undocumented migrants. On Friday, French Interior Minister Bruno Retailleau circulated an official memo to departmental and regional officials which will restrict their capacity to grant them legal status.
Whereas over here in Britain, the Attorney General appointed by Prime Minister Keir Starmer has just pledged total lifelong allegiance to the ECHR, the same body that keeps telling us we can't deport foreign rapists and paedophiles because of their human rights.
Now, I'm proud to say that since taking office, this new United Kingdom government has taken steps to uphold our obligations and the international rules-based system. The new United Kingdom government will never withdraw from the European Convention on Human Rights or refuse to comply with judgments of the court.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But here's the news of the day. Labour has tabled changes to the illegal immigration bill. Currently, anyone who enters Britain illegally cannot ever claim asylum, and there is a duty to deport them. Now, Labour want to remove that. Why on earth do they want to do that? How can they say this?
Serious answer is to smash the gangs. We have to take those gangs down, to smash the gangs that are running this vile trade, to smash these gangs.
And then change the law to incentivise illegal immigrants to come to Britain. The more subtle change here is that this means technically everyone coming across the channel would be an irregular migrant, not illegal, despite breaking into Britain. They say they want to smash the gangs, but they have put a huge sign on the White Cliffs of Dover saying, come on in, lads, you're all welcome. Doesn't make any sense. The Tories betrayed Britain with the Boris wave of millions of foreign nationals and their relatives, and it does appear that Priti Patel isn't sorry about that.
Would you like to apologise to all the people that voted Brexit for the fact that you misled them and saying we're going to take back control of our borders and then you threw them open and let in millions of people?
That is totally distortionary and that's not true. And to be quite frank, we made it quite clear it would be people from the rest of the world, people with skills based on our economy. And I think people should apologise for those who are saying that actually...
You would like an apology?
People in the pandemic came here, health and social care visas. What would have happened to our NHS? Are we now saying, are you and others saying we don't need those people in our NHS?
Astonishing, isn't it, when you think about the amount of people that are now on benefits and what that Boris wave is going to cost us. But now Labour are, it appears, about to incentivise people to break into Britain. Now, as part of the legislation announced today, Yvette Cooper sat down with our political editor, Christopher Hope. Now, asked her, apparently, if the government is missing a deterrent like Donald Trump's Guantanamo Bay plans or Rwanda.
So the thing about that Rwanda scheme is they had that in place for 2.5 years, and they sent 4 volunteers, and it cost the taxpayer £700 million. So that just wasn't working in the slightest. It was a gimmick. And that's why what we've done is put the investment, put the staff into tackling returns.
They're literally going to make it easier for people who come to Britain to stay in Britain illegally. It's insane. Saying that Britain is open for business, Keir Starmer tweets this. Look at this. With my government, Britain is open for business. Well, the problem is, Sir Keir, under your government, Britain is open to absolutely anybody else as well, isn't it? As other countries get tough, Britain has gone soft.